What's up guys, it's Joseph, and this is going to be a review of my Recover Tactical 2020 end brace. These braces come in different packages, and the one that you see here is the 2020 NMG. So I'll give you a quick look around and then I'll explain my setup. And I also added an upper optic rail so I can put a red dot on here. So you might be asking why you would get something like this if you could also get like a B&T APC-9 that you see behind there, and the answer would be very lightweight stability for over 40 models of Glock. This setup without the suppressor weighs in at about 3 pounds, but the APC-9 with a similar setup with a light on it, that weighs about almost 6 pounds, so almost twice as much as this. Not only is this lighter, but the balance is also much better because almost all of the weight is right in the palm of your hand, and so you can easily shoot this with just a single hand, while trying to do that with something like this is going to be pretty front heavy. Having a brace on here is going to mean faster follow-up shots, and it's also going to be way more stable for long distance shots, so you could easily take this out to say 100 yards and get some hits with a Glock 34. Going from tip to butt, at the front here I have an Omega 36M 9mm rifle rated suppressor, which I have a video on my channel about if you want to check that out. And then coming down here, the MG package comes with an MG9 mag holder. So here I have it holding a 21 round mag, which I found is the perfect length so that you can just grab it, pull and push, and then this easily comes out if you're doing it right. The range footage that you saw, I didn't have this 21 round mag, it was a 17 round mag, so I wasn't really that quick with it, but with this one it's a lot easier. And with 21 rounds up here, and if you're using a 33 round Glock mag, that comes out to 54 rounds in this little setup. So far the MG9 has worked with all the mags I've tried with it, so this is obviously a P mag. I've tried Strike Industries, I've tried ETS, and stock Glock magazines. Up on top I have the upper optic rail, so this attaches over here with the screw, and then it goes up here. And on top of the rail I have a Vortex Crossfire II. I'm going to try not to flag Baby Yoda, and you can see the red dot right there pointed at the frog. The 2020 does allow you to use the stock Glock iron sights, except it does get a little bit awkward because you have to put very high cheek right here on the brace. So in my opinion, if you're going to go with this, definitely get the optic rail up here because that gives you a very comfortable chin weld. So you'll put a chin weld and then you can look through the optics super easily. And I like where the position is for the red dot instead of back here. It's like in a standard distance from your face, so it's not too close to your face. And it's also nice to have a red dot that doesn't reciprocate with the slide, so this is very stable. You'll get 2 of these side rails. So on this one I don't have anything, it's just a thumb rest. But on this side I have a Olight Balder, so this is a light and laser. It'll come with 2 charging handle heights, so this is the tall one, which you use when you don't have a slide mounted red dot. So that's how you can charge it one way very easily. The other one is if you do have a slide mounted red dot, then this is cut out here, and then you're just going to grab onto the back of it like this for racking the slide. You get this G7 holster and paddle, which works by clicking onto this piece right here. So this works best if you take off this side rail, but it'll still click in either way. So you just push it in, it clicks, very good retention in there, and then you just pull out really hard to unholster. I do wish this thing though came with a 1.5 inch wide slot. So as you can see, that's a really wide, maybe like 2.5 inch slot. And all of my carry belts are 1.5 inches, so that would be a lot more stable. But it has never come out while drawing, so that's good. You'll get a pistol adapter, which clamps onto a pick rail, and then it has a pick rail at the bottom, so you can put like a light down there too. And then you can use this with anything that has a pick rail on there. So I put it right here on my Walther PDP, and then I can just click that in there, and I can do open carry around the house with my PDP. And then finally you get this bungee sling that you can loop through this little slot right here, but obviously with the bungee sling, if you let go of the pistol, it's going to be bouncing around a lot. So I don't use it much. One thing I forgot to bring up is that these side rails, being made out of polymer, they do have a little bit of give to them, And you would only ever notice that if you have a laser mounted. So when I push on the laser, you can see a little bit of movement in the laser when you're looking through the optic. But otherwise, it just returns to 0 and it's not even an issue. Moving back to the brace, it has a strap on it with a little rubber band on there. Here's the button you would push in to close it down. And then it closes down on this right here, so it clicks into place. And then to open it, all you have to do is you just, I push up and push away, and it'll swing out and it'll lock into place. So one modification I made to the brace was that it would run into my light because I like it like within very easy reach of my finger. And originally the brace would hit the back of the light, and all I had to do was take a Dremel and cut out a little half circle there. And so now it does not run into my light anymore. The brace gives you a 14 1/4 inch length of pull, which is really nice. I've seen some other braces where it's very short, so you have to like really squish into it, but this is a very comfortable length of pull. Since it is made out of polymer, there is a little bit of flex into it, but again, that's not really a big deal unless you're like really jamming it into your shoulder, which is unnecessary really with the 9mm pistol. Overall, I really recommend this thing if you're looking for the lightest braced pistol you can get with Glock reliability. So I did consider getting a Flux Raider with a Sig P320, but this was a little bit better for me because I don't have a Sig P320, so I'd have to buy that pistol for that setup. I didn't like how the red dot is so close to your face with the Flux. And then also it looked very awkward to rack the slide because you have to pinch the top portion that's showing on the Flux, and you don't get a charging handle like this because your red dot is right here. I was never planning to conceal carry this G34 anyway, so this handgun is pretty much going to live inside of this brace just because, like I said, it's so fun to shoot with all the extra stability. Probably my least favorite thing about this whole setup is just the fact that whenever you use the suppressor with a handgun and dirty ammo, you're going to get some blowback, so like little chunks of gunpowder or whatever coming back at you, so make sure to wear those safety glasses. But yeah, otherwise I really do like this setup. And that'll be about it for the video as far as the review. The rest of this is just going to be me showing how you would install your G34, or they also recommend the G17, probably not the 19 because it's a little too short. But that'll be the rest of the video. If you guys have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Join Gun Owners of America, and then I'll talk to you guys next time. To install your Glock into the stabilizing brace, first clear it, and then you choose either the high profile or the low profile charging handles, depending on whether you're going to use a pistol optic. And I'm not, so I'm going to go with a high. And all these are two halves that go over the rear serrations of your slide. So you put those over. There are two screws back here, and they give you all the tools to screw those in. And then on the brace, you install the side rail or the optic rail if you have it. If your brace was open, push the button so you can close it down. Then take out this screw right here, and then the frame can open up. And then all you do is put your Glock in there, and there's a slot right here where that surrounds your trigger guard. So you just put that in there, and then you put the two halves back together. And then I hold it here at the front, you put your screw, and then you just tighten it until you can see the gap between the frame closed down. So basically finger tight is going to do it. I like to use a pencil to mark the screw and the frame so I can know if the screws are loosening on me. And if you got the MG9 mag holder, you just push down this button and then slide it over the pick rail until it clicks in. Like that.